Many throughout the unraveling of time have obtained shreds of strange prophecies. Prophecies unspeakable.
What up, everybody? We're here tonight. We're gonna go ahead and do an album review. I'm joined by my brother, motherfucking Jiggy Fresh.
What up?
We're gonna go ahead and review GUTTERWATER from Ouija Macc, the Psychopathic debut. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard it right now. If you haven't, you're fucking slacking because, in my opinion, it's one of the best releases from Psychopathic in a while. In a long while. I'm gonna even say, in my opinion, it was a little better than Fuck the Fuck Off Motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And me and the Ninja were talking about that the other night. That's why I want to say that, because we were talking about that the other night. But in this episode, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna break down some of our favorite tracks, some of our favorite bars. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. You know, kind of just talk about the album. We've listened to the album since it's dropped. You know what I'm saying? We were floating like some ghosts, you know, out in the motherfucking water, listening to that shit the weekend that it dropped it out.
Baby, I'm afloat. Yeah.
Baby, I'm afloat. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna kind of break it down into some of the ones that stood out right away. Some of the ones that are like the deep cuts. You know what I'm saying? That are like straight solid tracks, but just weren't bangers or whatever other reason. You know what I'm saying? And then the ones that were straight had the psychopathic sound. You know, like every album from every new artist on Psychopathic has to have that sound, that cliche sound. You know what I'm saying? Has this certain kind of hook to sound it, or has Sugar Slam on it. You know what I'm saying? Those are the cliche Psychopathic songs. But we're gonna go ahead and break them down here for you guys, and that's gonna be a new thing that we are gonna do for the Midwest United Juggalos YouTube channel. So in between Weekly Wicked web shows or whatever, we're gonna go ahead and do album reviews when they come up. We also have another one that's gonna be dropping with is it Morte or Plain Morte from AMB. I don't know nothing about this shit. So I'm not gonna do that one, but we got the murderous pair, motherfucking Matt Murderous, Kristen Murderous. They're gonna go ahead and sit down. I don't know if they're doing it there or here, but anyway, it's gonna be happening real soon. So right after this drops, you'll have a Morte review that's gonna drop. I think a Planet one's in the review too, but I was gonna talk to you about that later. All right. I'm not doing it, but I'm gonna talk about it later. But yeah, it's not fucking. Get off subject. We are talking about fucking Ouija Macc's GUTTERWATER, bro. Album dropped May 25th, and it is a straight fucking Juggalo classic, instant Juggalo classic, instant Juggalo classic, bro. Like I said, I'm gonna talk about some of my favorite tracks. I actually kind of broke it down where it's almost gonna go in order on track appearance. Where's that CD booklet at? Oh, it's right here also. So we're gonna go ahead and go in order. The track listings here on the back. You know what I'm saying? Yes, physical CDs, motherfuckers still buy them when you're supporting your fucking artists. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about it. Jump right into this shit. Like I said, I'm going to my tracks. You know what I'm saying? So I might skip a couple. Jiggy Fresh might talk about some of those if I end up skipping them or whatever. But right away, right off the fucking back, Choker. Instant fucking Juggalo classic. You heard of the Southwest Strangler on the Northtown Choker? Bro, that shit's fucking slick as fuck. The beat's dope, the fucking hook's dope, you know what I'm saying? Ouija is like one of the first tracks on the album where I feel like you get the Ouija's real style. Because Human Waste, you kind of have it, but you don't have it as much as you do on Joker, in my opinion anyway. The line, that fucking, second verse or whatever, where he's like, you call me a faggot because of my choker. And then goes on about how, well, your girlfriend's basically on his dick, and when he's done with her, he's gonna send her back home with a choker. Yo, it's just so dope. Instantly, when I heard that shit, I was like, yo, that's straight fucking classic line right there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. And Ouija ain't playing around, you know what I'm saying? That's funny as shit, you know what I'm saying? Ouija will probably get off on the fact that you think he's a faggot while he's boning your girl that night, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Scumbag motherfuckers. That's another reason why I love this shit. There's another line in one of these tracks. I think that's what I had skipped over. We'll talk about it later. But going right in over to Diamonds, bro. Ooh. Diamonds is one of those tracks that, as a DJ, I'm super happy to have that in the Psychopathic arsenal. There's 3 tracks on this album that are straight bombs that at any fucking Juggalo event or whatever, we go ahead and drop these tracks, and Diamonds is straight one. Diamonds, bitch! Diamonds! Diamonds! Diamonds.
Oh,
Since
my
that fucking
goodness,
song
diamonds.
came out, bro, I've been
my
screaming
homie,
diamonds in my
Yeah.
house, screaming diamonds in my car.
We scream diamonds everywhere.
Diamonds, bitch. Oh, it's so fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? Ouija straight fucking sets the fucking bar on that song, and I know that's where a lot of people gave a lot of shit to ICP because when ICP, and almost in a way, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably stop playing ICP's part when I'm playing it on the show or whatever. But like, cause it kind of does suck. The first opening part of it's kind of stale. But bro, like after you listen to it a couple times, they fucking killed it. There's a couple of bars that are dope.
When you, like you said, when you get to the end of the verses,
You gotta like listen to it a couple times.
you gotta get through the beginning of the.
Violent J singing. Violent J singing. Oh man.
Hatchet Man, red or glitter. Once you get past that, you get to the end of their verses. It gets dope.
Violent J's got some lines. So does Two Dope. Like I feel like their whole ending is dope as fuck. Violent J when he says about the sold enough copies to retire when double platinum on flyers.
Yeah.
Dope as fuck. That is a Don line. That is a Violent J Don line in that bitch where he's like, yo, fuck it. They don't have to do shit else. They retire off everything that they fucking sold. And they and they did that shit with no fucking radio play, no video play. That shit's so dope, bro. That's a Don line. Violent J ends the whole verse too with that Don line about, you know, like with my hoe climbed in, they 2-timed you twice, they double teamed me both times in. All that shit is so dope, dude. So dope. Violent J is the Don, you know what I'm saying? Don fucking lines, bro.
Yeah, they came through at the end.
They both did finish that.
They finished up real strong, and then
But other than that, like when it came off, Violent J singing, I'm like, oh goddamn! And I probably laughed for the whole first time that I heard it, so I had to listen to it multiple more times. Like, oh shit, man, he does say some cool ass shit though, you know.
So I think that, like we were talking about the other songs too, that's gonna be one of them show songs to get everybody hyped. That's gonna be especially at the gathering.
Diamonds, bitch, diamonds.
When that shit comes out, you're gonna have
bro, everyone's gonna be fucking
tens and thousands of juggalos.
Diamonds, diamonds,
you know what I'm saying?
diamonds. Oh, it's gonna be fucking so good, bro. So fucking dope. Going right into another one that becomes a fucking classic Juggalo song, Future Wicked.
Yeah.
Bro, this song is fucking stupid good, bro. That's like a MUJ theme song right now, bro. The first Weekly Wicked Web show, you'll hear that shit in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, it's the shit, bro. Got the OGs bouncing in this motherfucker right now, bro. So fucking dope. I still haven't fucking confirmed. I haven't even looked back through my back catalog of records here, but I'm pretty sure that's a Deftone sample. That's that fucking. I'm pretty sure that's a fucking Deftone sample. I know I've definitely heard that in another track before. Like, that's gotta be, you know, a fucking sample down. Devereaux or whoever the fuck did that shit, let me know, because that's dope as fuck. To have two of the up and coming rising stars of Psychopathic on this, and they fucking crush the shit. I didn't write down a couple of lines that I like really fucking love, but he says some shit in that shit that are just dope. And I fucking got mad respect for Light. So to have these two together, so dope. Fucking Ouija with the finally found my link. I finally found my link. Finally found my link. How? Oh,
Don't give a fuck what y'all think.
That's so dope in many ways, paying homage to fucking ICP, bringing that fucking dope concept album to a fucking realization where, you know, he has found his link. This is Lincoln Life, Psychopathic, bitch. Yeah. So fucking dope, dude.
Super dope.
Die and perform The Gathering as a hologram. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like that's what it's gonna take for me to perform at The Gathering. Just need 1 tent, you know what I'm saying? Let me know before I die, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's what's gonna happen to me, and that's why I feel like that line is so dope, bro. It's so dope, and especially with, like, you know, rappers you could bunch Ouija up into who, like, you know, do a bunch of drugs and live wildly like Lil Peep or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That could happen to Ouija, and before The Gathering, we might have to, he might pass or some shit. We might have to see his ass at The Gathering, you know what I'm saying? You know? He's already a ghost. But yo, hey, that song is another fucking banger. That is instant Juggalo classic. If you haven't heard this fucking album, just go listen to that track and put that in your fucking, you know, your Psychopathic rotation right there, bro. Because that is a fucking another banger, fucking dope classic song that goes into fucking Juggalo history. Future the Wicked. They need to do a remix now with fucking Hoodoo and Clay. tie that whole thing together. Dope as fuck. Clay scratch on that shit, spitting a little verse. Hoodoo spitting a verse on there. Cold-blooded. You guys already know that shit. Going right into Killaho Tribe. Killaho Tribe is like, you know, it's a middle to late track of or it's actually a late track on the fucking album. So a lot of people might sleep on it. It's if not my favorite song on the album, it's easily top 3. Ouija fucking snaps. Just the way he delivers all these lines in it are so fucking good, dude. There's fucking so many fucking dope ass lines in the whole track that just fucking are just straight murder, bro. The hook's pretty decent too. The beat's killer as fuck, but he just snaps on the fucking track. What was some shit fucking? The way he snaps on the track. And a lot of shit on this album remind me like 3-6 callbacks. He reminds me a lot of Lord Infamous. And Lord Infamous is one of my favorite members of fucking 3-6 Mafia. And the way that Ouija delivers a lot of these bars and a lot of these tracks, he kind of has that Lord Infamous sound, and he really does.
He does, yeah. And, like I said too, beyond 360, there's a lot of samples, or a few samples here and there. You'll hear through the album that me and him Bobby talked about with DJ Paul being, you know, in Killjoy Club and everything. But, he gets real tight with the samples, and he don't just give them to anybody. So we're figuring
there had to be some clearance.
There had to be some kind of clearance on it.
Because that motherfucker knows when someone uses his shit in the song, then he fucking calls them on it usually right away.
He's got the hoes and.
I'm thinking a lot of that is like with the private release, you know, with Psychopathic.
Definitely got to be the good relationship they had, and got it clear.
And all those fucking samples make this shit so dope. Yeah. They make the album fucking cold-blooded. And it ties in a bunch of songs. And even I think in Killaho Tribe, he spits a little bit that is like from a 3-6 song, that almost like the bars are like the same shit. I didn't write it down or whatever, but yeah, that's definitely one of my fucking favorites. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the whole fucking the whole verse is dope as fuck. When he talks about Janine Garofalo, you know what I'm saying? Gotta go, yeah. Gotta go, yeah. Janine Garofalo, yeah, bro. Like I was just like saying Janine Garofalo for like a week. You know what I'm saying? Had to get on the internet, see what Janine Garofalo's up to. You know what I'm saying? Still looking fine, still looking gothic. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Janine? Holla at me, you know. Yeah, that was another one of my fucking one of my favorites on the album for sure. And it is, like I said, I'm going in kind of track order, you know what I'm saying? But Denial, it comes into Denial. There's got to be a video for that song. I feel like when he wraps up whatever he's doing for GUTTERWATER, that should be like the last video on there. But it's fucking a great song. A lot of it is easily relatable, you know what I'm saying? Some shit we were just talking about before we, you know, did this, you know what I'm saying? You know, we necessarily haven't lived the most positive, you know what I'm saying? But when you change those things, you know what I'm saying? Will you be forgiven? You know what I'm saying? We've done a lot of bad shit. We've changed that though now, you know what I'm saying? Are those things forgivable? You know what I'm saying? But man, it's a dope ass fucking song, honestly. It's got a great message. And on a fucking album full of basically like just bangers, to add the song and then you're like, whoa.
It calms the mood to it, it gives you that. I think though, like, I think every Psychopathic record, a lot of them anyway, I said the majority of them always got that one or two songs that got that positive, emotional, brings you back in before they throw you back out into the fucking wicked.
Before that last
throw you back into that wicked shit.
Yeah, and this album does exactly that.
Denial definitely is one of them tracks that, you know, it's like you said, it's real relatable if you're going through some problems, but, you know, take the negatives and positives and hey, you know, fuck it.
Yeah, it's a fucking solid ass track. And it slows it down before it's like a fucking straight killer of a fucking banger track to end it. The third that I would say is like banger fucking you know, instant classics for Psychopathic on everything. When it goes back to the fucking the 3-6 Mafia songs, 3-6 are like my favorite, you know what I'm saying? Like I like Bone Thugs and Harmony, but it was always for me 3-6 over Bone. I just like that wicked shit, that fucking war type of shit, and honestly, I felt it more, like, I felt more hype listening to Bone, 3-6 than I did Bone, you know? So seeing anytime that Psychopathic would work with 3-6 was dope as fuck, you know what I'm saying? I honestly think Killjoy Club was way past its prime, and I wish that shit would have happened, like, years and years ago. But now that, like, you hear this Light album, Killjoy Club 2.0 needs that Ouija in this motherfucker. I mean, this Ouija album. It needs fucking Ouija, and maybe like for sure, Ouija needs to be in fucking Killjoy Club 2.0. And this track is another one of those tracks that cement it, man. That kill a motherfucker, yo. Like, when that first dropped, I was like, bro, like, no way, bro. How'd they get this fucking clearance? You know what I'm saying?
You got that clip, that's one of the ones.
Yeah,
you got the, you know, the yeah hoes in there, the yeah ho. That's throughout the album, a couple of tracks, I think.
Yeah, bro.
At least one or two.
The 3-6 sounds on the track for y'all, it's so dope. You know what I'm saying? That's like 3-6 always had like the fucking hype track or the posse track or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If that would have had like the whole click on it, that would have been so dope. The opening bar is like, ain't down with the clown or ain't down with the clicks like a fucking dick unless you get pleasure from sucking dick. Oh, dude, that shit's just so fucking dope. Ouija fucking straight kills it, bro. That one I hope to see live sometime. That would even be dope with fucking DJ Clay DJing for you, because I know he's DJing at the fucking gathering this year. Dope as fuck, man. And that really, like, you know, that, and if you were going in order, you know what I'm saying, listen to the full album, that wraps up the song. It's a 20-minute track, though. You got the fucking wizard shit at the end of it or whatever. I made this cool meme and I fucking tweeted that Ouija for fucking Ouija the Wizard and shit. I'm a wizard! Yeah, it's cool as fuck. So listen, when you get the album, whatever, let that shit play. And that's cool, you know what I'm saying, because that doesn't happen on a lot of tracks anymore, or on a lot of albums anymore. So here, I let my shit play, and I'm high as fuck, and I'm laying there, and I'm just like, oh, the album's done, my music's not playing anymore, and then like fucking 15 minutes later, some shit comes on and just like startles you, whatever, that's the shit. But man, hey, on everything, dope ass fucking track, you know what I'm saying? That right there, those are like some of my favorites, you know what I'm saying? And these other ones that I'm gonna list, they're not like, you know, I don't fucking love them, because I really do love almost this entire album.
Yeah, well, one of my favorites though, like we ain't got on the notes, was it's a little bit of a short song, but Shreddy Krueger. That Spray 'em all, that shit. Just the whole song.
Spray 'em all up, spray 'em all up.
That's definitely one of them things, like, too, like, we talk about the whole album, it was like, they didn't go straight, like
didn't make the whole thing Psychopathic.
They didn't mold him, yeah. They didn't let him,
they didn't mold him.
They kind of let him, to me it seems like they just let him, hey, we're just going to let you put your shit out. Here's a few tracks. I mean, he had, just like on the Trash Fires, like he had a lot of the Devereaux production on there.
Yep, so they had a lot staying here, and that kept him sounding himself instead of
kept
sounding like, because Violent J is an executive producer on this entire album, but you can't hear it like you could hear it on like Gang Rags or the first Hoodoo album. I feel like the first Hoodoo album sounded too much like a Violent J album, but Asylum sounded dope as fuck, and I feel like there was a little bit of difference in production on that. But man, like, you're right though, that song, and I like, it's weird, I'm looking over right now, it's not on here either, but Ripped Velvet is another song that I honestly like, like, not sounding like, not to make it sound like to diminish the quality of the song, that shit could be a fucking radio jam for sure, bro. I mean, like, that one is so, when Beast was over here, we were doing a game night, I played the shit for him, and I was just letting it play, you know what I'm saying, not really talking about it in this way. And that was what he said right away. It's like, bro, this could be like on the radio. This could be like a Migos song on the radio. Right. And it really could, you know what I'm saying?
That's what some of at first, like, oh, yeah, all right, you know, but it's good now that they're bringing that more modernized, that more up-to-date, what's going on right now. It's going to appeal to...
It's modern, bro, and that's the thing. It's like a lot of albums on Psychopathic don't necessarily sound modern.
Right.
And that's because of, like, what the fan base kind of expects. But I feel like on this album, Psychopathic got out of their comfort zone or whatever and made something that sounded relevant, you know what I'm saying? It sounds super relevant. Yeah, that it's like, it's not like, don't take this in the wrong way, mostly will, but it's not like corny, like Detroit beats or whatever. It doesn't sound like Detroit, it sounds like a modern album, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I think fucking really
nice
sounds
that they finally took, like, you know what I'm saying,
they had a young, well, they had like, they had an artist.
It's for the younger fan base.
Yeah, they had a younger artist or whatever, and instead of just like, all right, now you're gonna put on face paint and do this, they were like, it seems like at least, they were like, do what you do because that sounds good. That's why we signed you. That's why you're here. Trash Fire, like, Trash Fire is fucking straight dope, you know what I'm saying?
That was our Colorado.
Yeah, that was our Colorado
DCG kind of.
We probably listened to Trash Fire more in Colorado than anything else for sure. Anytime we were in the car, because it was like 20 minutes. The album was like 20 minutes, so you could you could listen to shit. If we were going anywhere besides the convention, let me just throw on Trash Fire real fast, you know what I'm saying? And we'd play that shit or whatever. So I tried to get the crew on to Ouija, and when GUTTERWATER dropped, It did not fucking disappoint me. It did not make me be like, oh, I shouldn't have fucking got
Yeah.
so hyped on
think
Ouija, you know what I'm saying?
I said a lot of you too that were with us there in DCG Con.
You guys know that shit, because
you
then we
guys
got like
know
3
because-
texts later in the week.
Yeah, we would get messages later in the week like, oh yeah, this is
Ouija's actually pretty fucking
This
good.
actually
you know
pretty
what I'm saying?
good. This actually pretty decent.
Sam
you know?
Blue, Adam Baker, the biggest hater of them
Hey.
all, was like, when he messaged me, I was like, oh shit.
Right.
Oh man, our boy Adam, he ended up messaging us like about a week later. It was like, I've given some time to that Ouija, and he's pretty fucking dope. I was like, oh.
Sam
shit.
Blue actually sent me a fucking a GIF the other day, and it was like a Batman and Robin in the Batmobile, but they were dancing.
Yeah.
And she was like, "That's you and Bobby listening to
That
Trash
shit
Fire."
trash. That shit fine.
That's all it was.
Trash.
man.
That shit. After we
Always.
got back from the con, about like a couple days later, shit, we got settled in. That was what she sent me. The text was just like, "That shit trash. That shit fine." I was like, "Oh yeah, 'cause that shit that we earwormed everybody on that shit." Just like this motherfucker was in my ear in Colorado, and it developed into bigger things. We put fucking Ouija in these motherfuckers' ear, and they developed this shit. But again, we're kind of getting off a little bit off subject, but that's just a little bit of story onto why we are Ouija fans and where that really developed that. So when we came into this album, we had some expectations, and it really exceeded those expectations
Yeah,
for
they did.
sure.
I ain't even gonna lie.
For sure. Another couple of tracks, like I said, I put out, like, you know, I did a lot of my favorites, so I did skip over a couple of tracks on here, but some of my honorable mentions I felt like I had to put in, and we'll start with Urinal. The first time that we saw Ouija live on Great Malingo Tour Chicago, shout out fucking Buy a Thread, Razor, everybody let us out that night. Ouija performed, bro, and like, the sound of that place isn't necessarily the best. It's a big ass old theater and shit, so the sound kind of bounces off all over. And Ouija's set kind of sucked because of that. Like, they didn't have it turned up all the way. He had a backtrack, you know, those kind of things fucking suck. But he played Urinal, and we were kind of hammed up, you know what I'm saying? We were kind of hammed up. And we're listening to it, bro, but that shit that stuck out. I'm fucking bitch at your funeral. Hey, I'm fucking bitch at your funeral. Yo, that's all I thought that he said. I didn't think there was any of the piss in your mouth because of urinal and shit. All I remember is, I'm fucking bitch at your funeral. Hey, bro, we were cutting it up in the crowd. Oh, getting down in the crowd, you know what I'm saying?
Back in the bar,
Just fucking,
it up.
like, loving that shit, right? And I kept searching for that shit afterwards, couldn't find it anywhere. I was like, all right, this is gonna have to be on the new shit, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't on Trash Fire or anything. I was like, it's gotta be on debut. And it comes out, and I listen to it, and as soon as it's like, piss in your mouth and your urinal, I was like, bro, I don't remember that shit at all, you know what I'm saying? So I still think the song is cool as fuck, but it wasn't what I had remembered, so, like, I couldn't just, like, I'm fucking bitch at your funeral, hey, I look like, piss in your mouth, open your mouth, your urinal. So dope, bro, you know what I'm saying?
It's dope, but
yeah, honorable mention.
definitely remember something totally
Yeah, I
different.
remembered something totally different, you know what I'm saying? And then Other Side. Other Side is another track where I feel like it's kind of got that like Lord Intimate sound. The way that he delivers that track is just so fucking dope. The delivery of it is so good. It is like what you would call a deep cut on a record, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, it's a really, really good song, but it's not like a banger. It's nothing that will like get steady rotation. But man, it's a fucking solid song. Ouija puking moonlight all over the flowers. Just the way he delivers the shit, the way he's cutting it up is just
That's a
fucking,
sleeper.
it's fucking so dope, dude. I'm telling you, like, it's some of that wicked shit. And that's what I really like about Ouija. Psychopathic needs some wicked shit, and this album is some wicked shit, you know. And Other Side is one of those like wicked fucking type of tracks. Not necessarily a banger, but it's like still just like super fucking solid. I like it a lot. Ghost. Like, it is really weird. I wrote this in the notes. Like, I don't know why I left Ghost out of my fucking instant classics, because Ghost is an instant Juggalo classic. The song is dope. The hook is dope. Both fucking verses are dope. But like, when he first let out the video, there was only one verse or whatever. That second verse, smell me in your clothes, girl, I'm in there like detergent. Ain't nobody permanent, ain't nobody perfect. Oh, shit is just fucking sick, bro. Dude is fucking sick.
I mean, a lot. See, that's the thing, man. A lot of people, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of first slept on them, you know what I'm saying? Lady put me on the track for like, hey, bro, check it out, you know. Once, like, damn, alright, I can feel it. And then, like, you know, like I said, we're in Denver or whatever for DCG
I wish
Con.
fucking Ghost would have dropped before DCG Con. Because, like, that, the whole opening verse to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was fucked up the entire time, and I was driving everywhere we had to go. I was driving, and that's how I basically felt, except for I wasn't rubbing baby girl's clit, you know what I'm saying? But I was so fucked up sometimes I could barely get up out the whip, crashed into a motherfucking car, you know what I'm saying? Fucking sat at stop signs, waiting for it to turn green and shit. Was fucked up like the whole fucking trip. So if that song would have came out, we'd have listened to that bitch 100 times while we were out there. You know what I'm saying? Just everywhere. Baby, I'm a ghost. Baby, I'm a ghost.
Ever since the drop, yeah, we've been.
It's
been in rotation since
yeah.
May.
Yeah. Shit's fucking straight classic, bro. Straight classic. And I really put it down here for real. It really should have been in my instant favorites because it's that fucking good. Really. Check that out. The video's dope as fuck. That's when I first got my brother into Ouija. I just like sent him the cipher or whatever, and yeah, fucking the ghost video, cold-blooded, cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? When he's coming out the fucking sunroof like that shit going through those fucking tunnels and shit. Yeah, it's cool as fuck, bro. Those are some of my honorable. Yeah, it is. That's what it reminded me of. Oh yeah. Oh, that's exactly what it reminded me of. So fucking dope. And being from Chicago and that shit, the Heath Ledger Joker shit film going down, that's what like. Oh, that shit's dope. You know what I'm saying?
So anyway, yeah, he killed that.
But yeah, bro, those were some of my honorable mentions. Honestly, like all those songs that I just listed are really fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? But just like, I picked a few that were like my absolute favorites, and those would be like second runner up. And then these next ones we're gonna list though too. They're not necessarily like. Again, really, I can't think of like a bad track on here. Like I don't listen to the intro steady, and I don't listen to Human Way steady. I don't listen to Shreddy Krueger steady.
That's my shit. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, Shreddy Krueger, that's my shit.
I like when I first heard it, I dig the shit. And honestly, I think just that hook will be a dope transition when I'm mixing DJing. I can cut into spray 'em all up, spray 'em all up.
Well, before I cut into another track, just do the whole song, and it just It just to me, it's one of like a party track almost.
It's a party track, and it is like one of those radio tracks that could have been like, this shit could be when they do 92.3 Raws on Sunday, Raw Radio and shit. That could be on Raw Radio. You know what I'm saying? For sure. That and Rip Velvet, and honestly, we're gonna start a Juggalo shit. We're gonna end up getting those two songs. One of those two songs played on Real TV Radio. I know Mike Too Smooth hooked me up Too Smooth. But then so we did a couple of other songs, and like we were talking earlier in this shit about how. For a majority of this album, because there's 17 fucking tracks on this album. 16, not including the intro, but the intro ties in to the concept of the album, which is dope as fuck then too. But there's 17 tracks on this album, and only like 3 of them sound like your typical like psychopathic song, like where you could tell like Violent J was in the studio on this one. Hey, this is where we're gonna make this sound like. Hey, I got this beat for you, and my wife's gonna sing on the hook. Those were
hit it up.
And no hate on that.
No disrespect, because I mean,
you gotta have those Juggalo tracks.
You gotta have them tracks.
You gotta have those fucking Juggalo tracks for sure.
Speaking of that, getting into that. Galoshes. It's definitely one of them tracks.
This is the first track on the album that does stand out as, this is a Psychopathic.
This is gonna be one of them tracks that's just.
Give me that shit. Give me that shit. Oh, can you imagine that at the gathering singing that shit?
You're gonna have at his shows, at his performances, you're gonna have the whole place, no matter where he's at.
Give me that shit. Give me that shit.
It's gonna go crazy.
My bitch run up on you like, give me that shit. Give me that shit. Oh, it's gonna be fucking cold as fuck. And when it goes into these songs that still sound like psychopathic songs, he brings his own flavor to it. And Galoshes, he fucking kills Galoshes, bro. Like, the opening bars are dope as fuck. And I'm pretty sure it's in Galoshes where he says, tell your bitch to open her mouth. Had to ash my cigarette. Wicked shit is what you want. Wicked is what you get. And bro, that is like, that's the epitome of Ouija fucking Macc. Yeah. All you juggalos, all the fam has been asking for some wicked shit on Psychopathic. Telling your bitch to open her mouth so we can ash a cigarette is fucking wicked, disgusting, fucking degrading, dope shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I think too, like it's for like I said, it's a more modernized sound. They let it go. They're bringing it more into the new school. With some of the shit that's going on nowadays in rap. Yeah. And some of the old heads, I see some of the comments people like, oh, he sucks, blah blah blah. But I'm an old motherfucker. I'm 30-something years old. I mean, the dude. I mean, he's dope. He's dope. I mean, he's bringing it modern. He's.
Look, I love like trap music sound. Yeah. And I don't necessarily like a lot of the new age rappers or whatever. But bro, this shit is like exactly what Psychopathic needed. Yeah. This is exactly what the underground needed. Something that like you can compare it to so and so. And honestly, I think Ouija's way better than Lil Pump.
Oh yeah.
Way better than Xan. You know what I'm saying? Man, like, could you imagine Ouija and fucking Peep doing a fucking track together,
I
bro?
could put him against. If them dudes out there are popping off because of stupid shit, you know,
Ouija's got the bars for days on this shit. I feel like he would eat those dudes up. I feel like
those guys can talk about the same shit and yell over a track, but Ouija's got, like you said, he's got the bars.
He just released 17 tracks.
He can set him up. He set himself apart from the rest.
Yeah.
But
because when you do, you get a lot of
notoriety. But hey,
you get a lot of when you listen to his shit, you do get a lot of the drug tiebacks. Yeah. He talks about drugs as much as these new fucking rappers talk about whatever. But I mean, just the way that he does it, like we talked about the Weekly Wicked Web show. You know what I'm saying? I never listened to 6ix9ine. One time in my life, almost got me kicked out of a fucking hotel. You know what I'm saying? But like Ouija, like even if you guys hate shit like that, we needed something like that. The underground needs something like Ouija, where he sounds kind of like that, but brings that wicked shit to it. For real, like when it comes down to wicked shit, this is a wicked album. Like some of his bars, some of his storytelling on this album are fucking wicked as fuck. When we go through this video, I'm gonna try to drop some of the parts of the music in there on some of these, because like there's some of these verses that I like wanted to write down and I just didn't want to spit them because there's no way I can make them sound as good as fucking Ouija does.
There's a lot of shit.
And Galoshes, and we're talking about, you know, these Psychopathic songs. Galoshes, it sounds like, you know, like Violent J was there for the direction of the song, but then Ouija just comes in and he drops all of his shit on it, and it's just so fucking dope.
Like you said, he's probably there in the direction and get the hook. You know what I'm saying? The hook, the give me that shit, keep it with, you know. But I said it's gonna be a banger at the shows, and then like Blaze said, and then Ouija comes in and just like, oh yeah, you
sending you bitches to Columbine quick, you know, it's just these shit he's saying. It's
give me that hook.
Oh,
alright, I'll work with that, and then the verses just coming in. I mean,
is Galoshes done too, where he talks about crying on the tour bus, murdered 20 more sluts, Violent J got me checking off, I'm repulsive. Yo, that shit is so dope. What is that? That's so dope, dude. Like, so fucking dope.
That's what we need.
Dope, you know? This is exactly what we need. Fucking shout out, we need, for real. As a fucking 20-year juggalo, this is the shit that we need. You know what I'm saying? On to the psychopathic sounds. Body Drop, that beat is cold as fuck though. But Body Drop is, and you can tell by the intro to the song with Violent J being the newscaster and stuff, that is another psychopathic type of song, like where it tells a story, and Psychopathic, ICP in particular, are the best. They're storytelling kings. They're like fucking make you see anything. And this song is cool. They set it up as, you know, him being this fucking killer, going to the houses, eating vegan products out of the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? Right in the
cigarette butts.
Smoking cigarette butts, yo. Like it's a good song.
He's fingering the hummus.
The fucking the beat is cold as fuck. There was another track when my boy Beast was here. He was chilling. He heard that beat and just had to like stop. Like, yo, man, this fucking beat's good, dude. Body Drop, It's fucking cold as fuck, bro. I really dig that one. Bare Hands, because it's kind of in like another storyish type of sounding song, and it does have that like more uppity type of hook that would be like a Psychopathic song. But again, it's a dope fucking track, and it is. It's a fucking storytelling track. Right. I played that one for Beast, kind of in the same way that I'm like, you know, when I go over this shit, and I played some more songs when I played them the second time for him that night. Bare Hands was one of them, because how he talks about just like, you know, going crazy and running through these woods or whatever. I won't tell the whole story, but something happened similar to my buddy Beast a couple last year at summer camp, and he can't really recall a whole lot of it. And I was like, bro, this shit reminds me of you. You know what I'm saying? Running through these fucking, you broke out of this fucking hospital. He was in the medical tent. Broke out of the medical tent and went rampaging through the woods, and he doesn't know what he did. Woke up in a ditch. But that's a whole nother seminar right there.
Kill him with his bare
Yeah, you know. So,
that's why I call him Beast.
Yeah, that's why I call him Beast. But so that's a good song, and it's a cool. It's got a cool hook. And it tells a story. You know what I'm saying? You visualize the whole song. Where like some of these songs don't necessarily have to have the same concept all the way through, but Bare Hands is one of those tracks that has the same concept all the way through, and it's telling the story from start to finish, and it was dope. All of the psychopathic sounding songs, and really I only put 3, and there might have been another one, you know what I'm saying, but really I only put 3 that to me sounded like okay, that's, if I was looking for, if I didn't know better and I was picking this out of something, oh, that sounds like it would be on Psychopathic. This wasn't on Psychopathic, and I heard it somewhere like, oh, that could be like an ICP beat, you know, that could be an ICP hook or something. And there's only about 3 tracks on here that I really think were like that.
Yeah, I agree. Those are probably about the 3 ones. Even Diamonds, there's got ICP on it, doesn't really. I mean,
the way that Ouija raps on it, man, the whole second verse again, I just fucking love this whole second verse.
Right.
Fucking, you know. Diamond stuck in my windshield wiper. I bought a bitch over the club. My shorty piping while I pipe it. Oh, it's just so fucking gangster.
Yeah, dude.
So fucking dope, dude.
Definitely what I said. We said it multiple times already. It's definitely what they needed, man.
For real.
What we needed is Juggalos. Something modernized, something
that sounded
wicked, something bangers.
But still sounded new, you know what I'm saying? It weren't like, you know, it wasn't
exactly.
old sounding beats or whatever. This is shit that, you know, roll down the window and a bang, and you'd have to listen twice to be able to see if it sounded like.
It's one of the things like, damn, who was that? You know what I'm saying? Someone's gonna ask you who don't fuck with Psychopathic, who don't fuck with Juggalo shit. Is gonna ask you like, damn, who the fuck is that? Because it's got that modern sound. Someone's gonna ask you, who's that? Oh, hey, that's
Ripped Velvet for sure. If you
that's
played that somewhere,
Ouija Macc, you know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck?
How the fuck young boy do it? Hold up. Oh man.
Yeah, right.
Bro, I'm telling you. Hey, look, and like I kind of slept on Swag Tooth. You know what I'm saying? I had one of their shits from like back in the day. I got a fucking like sampler somewhere in Detroit, but I never really fucked with them, bro. When that cipher dropped, I listened to that shit and I was like, oh my god, bro. I was like, when's this dude dropping music?
Right.
Because he
I
fucking.
seen the whole, like you said, I never fucked with Swag Tooth neither, and you always see them like, you know, Fake Lovers or on a Facebook post or whatever, on social media somewhere. Something about Swag Tooth. And you see this little, you know, the little demon baby boy, Ouija, you know what I'm saying, and the other guy. And then, like you said, the cipher came out. I was like,
that's when they announced that, you know, everyone's like, oh, well, it's good, you know, Ouija's there, so he's gonna be signed or whatever. Then they end up signing him. And when I heard that fucking cipher, I was like, yeah, for sure. Bro, we fucking murdered that shit. There's like a whole part of that cipher that like I had to like go back like 3 times just to listen to it. Something about I got your girl in the cabin. She have a pill and she laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like Violent J, Cabin in the Woods. I've like, you know, I'd love to be like just smacking on bitches in Violent J's studio. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's so dope, bro. And really because of that, I've kind of had faith in Ouija since, and he hasn't let us down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when Trash Fire was recorded. I don't know what that whole project was done for. If it was done specifically as a hype to come out on a Psychopathic or what, but it was fucking cold-blooded. Piece of shit. Cold-blooded. The whole album.
Yeah,
it was short, but it got me. Yeah, it fucking got me. So,
and then he dropped the little fucking reverse Trash Fire EP.
And then that, I was like, damn, you know, like another fucking 20 plus extra minutes or whatever. Right. It was just straight fucking murder, you know. And then, and really, like, shout out to Ouija though too, because you've really done this right, where you've done a lot of self-promotion, and most artists feel like once they get to your level, they don't have to do this shit anymore, which is fucking stupid as fuck. And you're out there, he's promoted all of his shit, let out all these releases beforehand, is gonna hype it up with another fucking mixtape that's gonna drop after this.
Water Damage?
Yeah.
You just announced it, what, today, yes?
Yeah, just announced it last night. Has done like multiple merchandise drops that are limited merchandise shit. That's that young mentality, that's the young thinking, created demand, and he did, and it worked. I bought the fucking $90 special edition fucking Ouija pre-order, you know what I'm saying? With the fucking Japanese poster and fucking all that other shit, you know what I'm saying? And they fucked that shit up. I got fucking a dope piece of fucking the misprint fucking you know, merchandise or whatever. Never gonna sell that shit, just one that I'll be able to wear, and then one I'll, you know, just let my lady wear around the house. Ouija would like that. But really, man, we had to do a review on this album for sure. It was one that I was like, because we listened to it so much, I was like, I'm gonna do this shit. Mentioned it to him, and I could just tell when I said it. You know what I'm saying? You can't really gauge shit through text, but when I texted and he texted back, I was like, this motherfucker wants to do this with me.
We'll do it together.
Let's do this together. Let's do this together.
Because, I mean, like I said, he put me on to the Ouija more, you know what I'm saying? And then like after the Trash Fire, like, bro, you gotta listen to Trash Fire. Just get it on iTunes, whatever, Apple, whatever.
Apple Music, bro. Get that shit on that music.
We got it. I got it. I'll just put it on, you know, listen on the way to work. Like I said, it's only what, half hour, 40 minutes, if that.
Trash Fire, yeah.
Trash Fire, you know.
It's like 25 minutes or something like that.
Alright, like, you know, alright, this is banging. I can fuck with it, and then. Man, after that, it was just like, all right, yeah, I fucks with Ouija hard. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, we can talk about it.
Yeah, that was my shit,
that was the first track that I heard off it, because when it played it on SoundCloud, it fucking played it in opposite order, and it played that shit. That was the first one that I heard, and I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, that was fucking cool.
Yeah, the whole shit's dope. And like I said, man, Ouija's definitely what they needed, man. What we needed brings back, and like I said, like, the whole Future Wicked shit, everything, him and Light. Both young cats, and they're both. They're not the typical psychopathic sound. They're not the.
That's what's so cool, man. You know,
they're not taking them and like, hey, throw this face paint on. Your name now is, you know, whatever. We're gonna give you this name. We're gonna give you this concept. No, they're taking these young guys. They've been out there already. I mean, no disrespect to Light.
I got a Light album from like 2014.
Yeah, they've been out. You know what I'm saying, doing it. They've been grinding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, they've been grinding. I got noticed for it. Shout out to Light and Ouija.
And they deserve this fucking platform.
And they deserve their platform.
And they didn't let anybody down getting this platform.
No.
Psychopathic Monster. Really,
dope
like
album.
I bought, you know, I buy these things because I support the fucking company I love. And Psychopathic Monster was fucking dope as fuck. If TeamMUJ wasn't fucking in outer space at that time, we would have done a review for that album. You know what I'm saying? But
Quick review. Monster was dope.
Monster was dope. Yeah, we dug that shit. We dig this Future of the Wicked. Psychopathic.
The Future Wicked shit is
everyone will cast doubts on Psychopathic every couple of years or every few years or whatever, but Psychopathic always catches their breath, and when they catch their breath, it's big as fuck. And really, like, and I'm even going back like 2 years. Asylum from Hoodoo was dope. Psychopathic Monster from last year, dope. You got Ouija this year, dope. Just those three, that is the future of Psychopathic, you know what I'm saying? Anything that goes on, you know, Clay and all that or whatever. Clay's been around still for a while, but he's still a young cat, you know, he'll still be able to be part of that next generation. But man, just these if we had it in the hands of these three guys right now, I do feel comfortable. You know, like, the GUTTERWATER, Psychopathic Monster, and Asylum, those have all impressed me completely, and I know that Psychopathic's in good hands. And with GUTTERWATER, that's why we had to come and talk about it, man. GUTTERWATER blew me away.
GUTTERWATER is just one of them.
If you look on my fucking Apple Music, you look at my my iTunes fucking page on my computer, and it tells you the actual plays. I've listened to some of these tracks like 60 times. Yeah. Now there's like Run the Jewels 3 I've had since like over a year now, and there's tracks on there that I've listened to 60 something times. That's been over a whole year. It's only been a month since GUTTERWATER track. I put the bitch on repeat. I would, like, the whole first weekend that it came out, it was fucking Memorial Day weekend. I got drunk for 4 days. I listened to GUTTERWATER probably 100 times at a time. It was just on repeat. We're out on the
we've been on the lake, on our kayaks, on a lake, on the rivers, and
we were listening
got
to
the
GUTTERWATER.
little mini Bluetooth, just GUTTERWATER straight out.
Yeah. And yeah, listen to it a bunch of times and throw it on the banger. Once I got the fucking CD, I already had Apple Music, you know what I'm saying? Really didn't need that CD. I just wanted the book inside of it. And then, but still, it could just, you know, play that shit anywhere. Listen to it off this phone anytime I got in my fucking car. If we're chilling around the house, listen to this shit, you know. Yeah. So we came through, we did the review. We're going to do a lot more reviews on this because we know there's always going to be shit dropping. And our favorite shit is going to be video games. We're going to eventually do movies. But man, you guys know what fucking TeamMUJ is all about. We're your motherfucking boy, BobeBlaze.
Jiggy Fresh.
This has been our Ouija Macc GUTTERWATER review. Many more coming your way. Much love, Psychopathic. Woo woo.